AMD Ryzen 5 8600G Hawk-Point APU spotted, 6 cores at 5 GHz and Radeon 5 iGPU with 8 compute units. The AMD Ryzen 5 8600G Hawk-Point APU has appeared within Geekbench, sporting 6 cores and a Radeon 5 iGPU with 8 compute units. AMD Ryzen 5 8600G Hawk-Point Desktop AM5 APU with 8 compute units is 20% faster than Radeon 760M iGPU on Ryzen 5 7640HS, 8640HS Mobility APUs. The leaked AMD Ryzen 5 8600G APU is part of the upcoming Ryzen 8000G Hawk-Point APU family, which will be the first APU family for the new AM5 desktop platform. These chips will integrate Zen 4 CPU and RDNA 3 GPUs within a singular monolithic die, and offer some great performance and value to budget and mainstream gamers and PC builders. This is evident by the pricing that we have seen so far. The specifications of the AMD Ryzen 5 8600G Hawk-Point APU include 6 cores and 12 threads. These are based on the Zen 4 core architecture and feature up to 16 MB of L3 cache and 6 MB of L2 cache. The chip will feature a default TDP of 65W and can be seen running at base clock speeds of 4.35 GHz and boost clocks of 5.0 GHz, which were confirmed in the previous leaks. In terms of iGPU, the chip is listed with the Radeon 5 iGPU. Interestingly, AMD isn't using the same Radeon 700M naming scheme for these chips as they are used for Ryzen 7000 Phoenix and Ryzen 8000 Hawk APUs for mobility platforms. The Radeon iGPU has 8 compute units or 4 WGPs, and is clocked at 2800 MHz, which is 200 MHz faster than the same Radeon 760M iGPU configured on the Ryzen 5 7640HS. 8640HS APUs and par with the clocks on the Radeon 780M iGPU on the 7940HS, 8945HS. A 200 MHz clock bump suggests that we might get a 3 GHz iGPU with the top AMD Ryzen 7 8700G configuration with room for improvement in the overclocking department. In terms of performance, the higher clocks along with the higher power limits that the AM5 desktop platform offers can yield much better performance. Here, the AMD Ryzen 5 8600G APU is running on an MSI Meg X670E ACE motherboard with DDR5-6000 memory and scores 24,842 points in OpenCL and 30770 points in the Vulkan benchmark within Geekbench 6. This score puts the AMD Ryzen 5 8600GS iGPU around 20% ahead of the Radeon 760M iGPU for mobility platforms. The uplift comes from a plus 7.5% increase in clock and a 44% increase in power. We can see even better iGPU performance out of the RDNA 3 chips once the AM5 Hawk-Point APUs are launched in late January. Expect more information to be unveiled at AMD's upcoming CES 2024 event.